Chapter 9: Commodities. Beyond stocks lies a parallel market, real, physical things, gold, silver, crude oil, metals. In India, these trade on the MCX. Let's learn how and why gold in particular belongs in a portfolio. So, what are commodities? Raw, physical goods grouped into families. First, bullion, gold and silver. These are safe haven assets, stores of wealth that people flee to in uncertain times. Second, energy, crude oil and natural gas, driven by OPEC decisions, demand, and geopolitics. Third, base metals, copper, zinc, aluminium, the industrial metals that rise and fall with global growth and, especially, China. In India, these trade on the MCX, the multi-commodity exchange, the largest and, like the stock market, regulated by SEBI. One big difference, because commodities track global markets, the MCX stays open far longer, from about 9 in the morning until nearly midnight, around 11:55 p.m., so it can react to overnight news from around the world. That long window, plus leverage, makes commodities a fast, demanding market. How do you actually trade a commodity? Almost always through futures, you trade a contract, not a vault of gold. The contracts come in standardized lot sizes. Gold, for instance, has a main 1 kilogram contract and a smaller gold mini of 100 grams so ordinary traders can take part. As with stock futures, you pay only a small margin, a fraction of the contract's value, which means the same double-edged leverage. A small favorable move is magnified, so is an unfavorable one. And what moves commodity prices? Global forces. Gold and silver respond to the US dollar, to real interest rates, and to geopolitical fear, plus, in India, the huge festival and wedding demand. Crude follows OPEC and the world economy. Base metals follow global growth. This is a macro trader's arena. You're really trading world events. Here is the most useful commodity idea for a normal investor. You do not have to touch the leverage at all. You can own gold simply, without a futures contract. A gold ETF holds gold in your demat account, no storage, no leverage, sell it in one click. A sovereign gold bond is government-issued gold that even pays you a small interest on top. Both are calm, non-leveraged ways to own gold. Why own gold at all? Because of its role as a hedge. Gold often rises exactly when equities fall. They have low correlation. So a slice of gold cushions your portfolio in a crash. How much? Around 5 to 10% of your portfolio as ballast, a stabilizer, not the main engine of growth. For traders, commodities offer trend following, hedging, and spread strategies like the gold-silver ratio. But for the everyday investor, gold's real job is quite insurance. Chapter 9, in brief. Commodities, bullion, energy, and base metals trade on the MCX, mostly through leveraged futures. Their prices are driven by global macro forces, the dollar, interest rates, OPEC, and geopolitics. But you don't need the leverage. A gold ETF or a sovereign gold bond lets you own gold calmly. And gold's real value to a portfolio is as a hedge. Keep around 5 to 10% as insurance, not as a bet. Finally, the thread that ties everything together, risk management.